Welcome back to Across the Line. Today we are doing a lovely, lovely tier list of the 2023 F1 drivers. And I know, it's great. And as you can see, we have divided it into 5 lovely categories. Beth, would you like to read them out?
Go Tiffy, obviously top.
Top
Entertaining to watch. That still means they're a good driver, just like not Go Tiffy. Air's like mid-level, like they're pretty good. Okay. We're gonna keep going. Boring to watch and Formula 2. Now you put Formula 2 in there, but like the Formula 2 drivers are still good.
They're really good,
But I guess
they're not Formula 1
level,
drivers.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. I'm there with you.
I've put Liam Lawson in here because,
I was gonna say.
he has... Everyone loves Liam Lawson as far as I'm aware. He's done...
And you've got Nick in there as well, right?
Oh, yeah. Danny Rick's here. Everyone here. Everyone who has taken part in a Grand Prix race is in this, selection, shall we say. So, starting right off the bat. Good Charlie boy. Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc. So, are we just basing it off of this season? Or
this season's performance.
Just this season? Well then, aren't we just going to be obvious since there's only one Go TV?
I say there's 2, but we'll get to that.
2? Okay.
Yeah. But I say he's
Charles...
Yeah, well, right. He's...
No. Okay.
Has he won
a race?
This
is going to be an issue, because I'm a Ferrari fan and you're a Red Bull fan. Anyway, listen, I don't think... Most of it has kind of been the strategy of Ferrari. So are we also including, like, team in this?
His performance is, right, I'm going to put him in air just to begin with, right? In the Grand Prix...
Painful.
In the Grand Prix, they're currently tied 8-8, and in qualifying...
He's got one podium, right? Or was it 2?
No,
He's got 2. He's got 2 podiums.
He's got 3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
Bro, where have I been?
Where have you been? But he's got more podiums than Sainz.
When was it
However, they're not a race win.
Sainz won.
They're not a race win.
Yeah.
He hasn't won a race.
Where was Charles' 3rd win? Or podium?
Actually, is it 3? We'll figure it out. But anyway.
I think it's 2.
Well, 2.
No,
if it's 2, you've proven my point.
Well, that's just a point. Yeah. Shh, we don't need to do that.
I'd say, right, he's top of air or bottom of entertaining to watch.
Oh, no, he has 3 podiums. You're right. It was Belgium.
Ha.
That's bad. I knew he had... Okay.
Right.
To be fair, I was busy.
How about fine? We leave him there, and then we'll revisit him.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Alex Albon in the Williams.
Right. I think... Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you compare him to Sargent, yeah, and the like capability of a Williams, which should be bottom of the... It is bottom of the barrel, let's be real.
Bearing in mind
some of the drives that he's been making, especially Canada, like, I think Alex Albon is severely underrated as a driver.
I reckon a lot of teams are going to be looking at Albon in the next few years.
I agree. I think he's cooking. I think he's got a potential... Yeah, I don't think he'll be at Williams for much longer. There's no way.
And I think he's definitely been in my top 3 of favourite drivers to watch entirely in this season.
I do love Albon.
He's put the Williams, that was the slowest car for several years in a row.
I don't know how he's done that.
Pushed it. So
okay, we agree on Alex.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. He's had, was it 2 races?
Yes, 2 races. 2 races, and then broke his hands.
And now he's got a hand injury.
Yes.
This is even painfuler. Painfuler, more painful.
I put him in boring to watch because
he's had to. Well, to be fair, on the drives he did make, he was making some moves. I think personally.
Was he? Hungary. He just he kind of took a back step. He wasn't doing
as bad as I thought he would.
He didn't do as bad as I thought he would. But he
has only had 2 races.
He kind of just sort of phased into the background.
Yeah.
And again, as you said, 2 races.
Oh.
It's not.
But to be fair, I might say not boring to watch because his comeback was so like, oh my god, he's making a comeback.
Yes, but
and
then,
that wasn't boring to watch.
it wasn't boring to watch. But then that build
Exactly.
up. And
so
then,
he can't be in the boring to watch category.
But in the build up to it was great. But then his actual return.
I cannot leave Daniel Ricciardo in boring to watch. I cannot do it. It will hurt my soul.
Fine. We'll put. How about Air? But he's definitely below Leclerc.
Yeah, alright, I'll give you that.
Again, he's only had 2 races, and he hasn't scored any points.
Well, yeah, but
Sonoda was out. You know, he was outperforming him.
performing him, yeah, okay. But I think his comeback and the whole like Danny Rick is back, and technically a second comeback after he comes back after his hand injury.
Right, Ocon, Esty Bestie.
Man's got what? Listen, I love Esty Bestie, but the double DNFs. I think Alpine's a bit shambles.
As it stands, Ocon has 6 DNFs this season. He has broken the record for the most.
Oh my god, the penalties.
Yeah, he's got a podium, to be fair to him, but also he's the record for the
Monaco.
most penalties awarded in a single race.
See, now I wouldn't say that was boring to watch, but if we were saying like boring to watch as in driving rather than entertainment, then probably. But like just pure entertainment, those penalties were like not boring. But I guess all DNFs did make it a bit boring to watch.
They did.
I was more just like crying at how I just felt because he DNF'd on his birthday, man.
That was quite funny. His tantrum was quite funny.
That was sad.
It was funny, but I'd put him in boring to watch.
Okay.
Because Alpine have really dropped off this year.
They have.
They haven't been able to put the progress into the car. And
I know. I'm behind you on it. I'm behind you on it.
And I mean, if you look at the standings, Alpine find themselves in a sort of no man's land. You know, they can't compete with McLaren and Aston Martin, but then the Haas and the Alfa Romeo behind them can't catch up to them.
It's just a bit shambles at Alpine this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm not necessarily that's the driver's fault. I think the car. You know,
No. It's all 16 Fs. It's his fault.
Yeah, alright. I just maybe the Monaco podium was a bit of a fluke, but I did love Bestie on the podium, baby. Like, let's just be real.
Right, the big man. Straight up.
No.
Straight up.
Are you kidding me?
He
Are
stays
you
there.
joking?
He stays there.
No. I will not let this stand.
He stays there.
He had 3 good races and then he fell off.
3 good races. He has 7 podiums.
Listen, he may be ahead of Stroll, but he's not Latifi. I'm sorry. We all thought that he'd be a contender,
right?
But he's just not. He's fallen off. The car, no.
No, right.
Now it's the start of the season. Okay, Latifi. Now he's just like, he's 9th again.
He scored points every single race. Every single race, he's improved his positioning. Okay,
I cannot put him in Latifi. Entertaining to watch. I agree with you there.
I can. Well, who's controlling the screen? I am.
That's not. This is not a dictatorship.
It is through him. He stays there. He has more podiums than Hamilton this year. He has tied podiums with Perez.
Perez. Let's not go there yet. Let's not go there yet. Yeah, okay. You want to compare it to Perez?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's fallen off so much.
He stays there.
Fine, but I'm not happy with it.
He stays there. Right,
Mr. George Russell.
Oh, second year of Mercedes.
Singapore was the most entertaining race. That little thing he had going with Norris, so entertaining. And then he hit a wall, but we'll ignore that. But apart from that, he's had some good drives, but he's also had some pretty. I can't remember what race it was. That's really bad.
As it stands, he's had 3 DNFs. This is all top of my head. He's had 3 DNFs.
There was a couple of times where there was a race where both Mercedes didn't make it into Q2. I think.
Yeah, it was Q2.
But then there was but then they did the comeback and they both made it into like Q1.
Yeah.
Has
I mean,
Russell been near the front of the grid to start? He must have been.
he's got 2 podiums, but
Yeah.
Hamilton, I think in the teammates battle statistics, Hamilton has beaten Russell 13 times out of 16
Ooh.
races.
I just think, is it a little unfair to be putting George Russell? I mean, if we're purely comparing it to Hamilton this season, that's fine. But if you compare it to like Hamilton, like 7-time, technically 8, it should be 8.
It should be 7. It should be 7.
Okay. We agree to disagree. I want more from George because I know he could do better. And that Singapore was the most frustrating race I've ever watched. I can't imagine how AV was feeling then.
I would put him in air.
Yeah, I'll agree.
But whether he's actually better performed Leclerc this year, I'd actually say no. And I'd say he's
Charles
actually
has more podiums.
He does, and also, I mean, it's just
Mercedes had a bit of a.
Hamilton's kind of pushing the team a bit.
No, I don't think that's true. I think Russell is very much so a part. I think Russell is also. I don't think it's a one-way Hamilton thing.
No, it's not a one way.
Because there are some races where I thought, like, he was hot on his heels, and maybe they should have let Hamilton because the one stop was a bit of a what are you doing?
But I think Mercedes now are at this point where Red Bull clearly weren't going to win the race. It might be the only time Red Bull aren't going to win a race this year. So it's either a win or it's nothing. And that's the sort of attitude you had to have. I think Norris would have had that. Sainz was just holding on to dear life. But all three of them. That sort of 3-way battle.
Race.
It was really good.
Oh,
so
that's
so actually I'd maybe put him above Leclerc because Leclerc wasn't part of it. He was sacrificed, and
the one although the race where I literally was like having a heart attack when Charles was attacking Carlos and almost exploded him away. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, right. We'll leave Russell there. This works.
Okay.
Kevin Magnussen.
Kevin Magnussen, man. He's been in Q1 once, I think. On his Instagram, he put like, "We got a point with the team this race," and I was like, "Yes, K-Mags."
Miami P4, as in qualifying P4.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, but he qualified recently as well.
Yeah.
I
mean,
yeah.
He has had several
He's in a house.
He's in a Haas, which, as I mentioned, finds itself... Now that McLaren have caught up, there's 5 teams that should be in the points, which already locks out all the point positions.
I like K-Mags. I think he's funny, but...
He hasn't been entertaining to watch.
No.
He's been another driver that's just phased into the background. Yeah,
but he's in a Haas. He's in a Haas car. Like it's.
I'd put him above Ricardo.
Using his air, do you not think he's boring to watch? I think the times where he's qualified well, it's been you would say that about every driver, but like it's been really when you start seeing the Haas like go up, we're like, oh my god, like this is entertaining. But 9 times out of 10, it's like Haas is out in Q1.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Kevin, above or below Ocon though?
Ocon got a podium.
Yeah, that's fair. Right, Kevin, you stay right. That's it. End of topic. That man.
Yeah.
If only I could do a Formula 3 category and put him there.
Listen, Stroll gets more hate than he deserves.
What? Okay.
He was a Formula 2 champion, wasn't he? Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah. So I think he was.
Yeah. Is that just he did well in F2? That's it.
He did. And I get the whole like daddy's money thing. and maybe he shouldn't be in an Aston Martin. If anything, Albon and Stroll should swap.
What?
Put Stroll in a Williams and Albon in an Aston Martin.
I mean, I see it, but then, in the way I see it, Aston Martin should still be probably at this point in the season tied with Ferrari on 285 points.
Yeah, no.
And
Stroll,
the only reason,
when you compare Stroll to Alonso,
like Alonso could not fight both Mercedes for points. You know,
yeah.
Aston Martin currently have 221 points. And out of those 221, 174 is Alonso.
Yeah, listen, Stroll, you don't deserve the hate that you get, but...
Stroll's about to be kicked out of the top 10 of the standings.
Yeah.
By
I
Pierre
don't
Gasly.
think...
Right, he's there. He's there. He does not move.
Okay, I'll
He's
agree with you.
glued to that position forever.
No, I agree with you.
Right, Norris.
I think Norris has potential to go Tiffy. I'm sorry, I'm just going to put it out there. I know I'm a McLaren fan as well, but, like, I think Norris has been
I wouldn't say
amazing.
go Tiffy, because, I mean, yes, now they're having so much success to the point where they're the
start of the season,
exactly, yeah, and they're the constructors that are gaining the most points out of a weekend.
Alright, entertaining to watch, but I think Norris is 100% top of the entertaining to watch. Norris has been...
This is definitely his most successful season. It's his most podiums in a year. He has done brilliantly. But I think he's just scraping the Gotifi level that this man here is at.
Listen, Alonso has not been better than Norris this season.
He stays there.
Although maybe they've swapped a bit, because Aston Martin was good and then it was kind of falling off, and then McLaren was 100%.
They've just sort of reversed their roles, and
so why isn't Norris equal to Alonso?
Because Alonso's just the GOAT. Where's Norris's? Not only where's his championship, but where's his race win?
Sorry, Fernando won in 2005 and 2006. Like that, yeah. He's 40. To be fair,
he still won.
He's 42. Like
exactly, his age puts him up there.
Okay.
Lewis Hamilton, number 44.
Oh, Lewis.
He's been entertaining to watch for me.
Yeah, he's not been on the podium as many times as you might think.
It's a really grey area, because I feel when Mercedes ever come into a weekend, they do the interviews, and it's either Hamilton is really, really excited and he really wants to push the car, but then some weekends...
Or he's defeated.
He's already admitted defeat. And...
Yeah. Yeah.
But overall, it has been exciting to see him watch and see him push
that car. Yeah, it's been nice to see him be competitive. I mean, there's been no challenge to Max Verstappen this season, and we're not even gonna. Yeah, alright. But it's been nice to see Lewis on the podium, especially at Silverstone. That was really special.
He's definitely here, definitely.
But I don't think he's above Norris.
He's not above Norris, and I think he's in between.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I've just seen who the next person is. Oh, Sargent. Oh.
Back. Go back.
Yes, I know.
Go back.
I know.
Although he's better rated than Stroll.
He's had some good quality laps and good. He's been getting his car up there, but when you compare him to Albon and Sargent's DNFs, it's just.
Yeah. And then I understand when Williams make an upgrade, they give it to Albon first. And it takes a couple of weekends for
Albon's
Sargent
car
to
is different
It's
to
different.
Sargent's, yeah.
And
yeah.
But the thing is, I find he's just pushing the car so much, where you need to gradually find your limit, but he's just going beyond that limit straight away.
I just think he wants to prove himself, and I appreciate that's what he's trying to do, because you've had some. He's come in, Oscar Piastri is just rookie of the year over here, and I just think that Sargent maybe has a little bit to live up to, especially because they were like, yes, okay. when was I? Yeah, so Sargent, he's come in with rookie Oscar, and Oscar's been insane the latter part of the year, and they were together in Formula 2, and I do feel bad for Sargent because I wanted him to do well, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry, you picked Max Verstappen below Alonso?
Yes, because Alonso is just... It's just...
Oh! Okay. Well, I'm not even going to argue about Max.
So are you saying you, a Ferrari fan, want a Red Bull driver to be top of Latifi?
Max has won all but one race this season. He has won the Constructors' Champions single-handedly. Oh, no, okay. Red Bull have won all but one. Perez has won two, right? Jeddah and...
Don't put disrespect on Perez's name.
Does Perez won two?
Yes, he's won 2 races.
Jeddah and...
It was...
Baku?
Jeddah and Baku, yeah.
Red Bull's won all but one. Max has won all but 3 races this season. He's won the Constructors' Champions single-handedly, pretty much. 6 races. He can win the championship in the sprint race. He can win it on a Saturday.
He just needs 3 points.
He needs. And I don't like Red Bull, okay, but I can appreciate that Max has got talent, and I think partly Adrian.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Quote it. It's never going to be said again.
Yeah.
And Beth is now
that's
a
as much
Red
as you'll get
Bull
from my
fan. You are a Red Bull fan.
Whoa.
I'll buy you a hat.
No, thank you.
I'll buy you a Red Bull hat.
Don't you dare. No, thank
Right.
you. Anyway, moving on. Nick de Vries.
Oh,
listen. Listen. This was really hard for me because obviously I love Daniel so much, and seeing him come back and be back on the grid when I was prepared to let him go was just insane. But at the same time, Nick de Vries' season was ended early, and we've seen it before with Red Bull demoting people halfway through, and I just don't think it's a nice thing to do. And he rookied really late. He was 28. Have you seen he's in Harvard now?
Yeah, well, he's also going back to Formula E. He's just been confirmed.
Formula E, yeah. I don't know. There were struggles, but I just think it was unfair that they demoted him halfway through the season.
I'd put him in boring to watch, to be honest, because, though, as you said, he's only had half a season. We know Red Bull to make
to race his home race.
Bloodthirsty decisions.
Yeah.
I will say that. But when he did race, there was a few occasions he was close to the points, or 1 or 2 positions away from the points. He put up some good little, battles there here and there. I put him at bottom of boring to watch.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah.
Nico Hülkenberg.
Hülkenberg. He's made quite a good comeback.
Really? I mean, he's been performing better than Magnussen, hasn't he?
He's performed better than Magnussen. No one expected that from him, especially.
Because it's Hülkenberg.
It's because it's Hülkenberg, as you said. I think it's in Hülkenberg.
To watch.
Qualifying is where his strength is.
Yeah, and then it just comes to the race, and it's a bit like he remembers he's driving a Haas.
He's gotten a higher grid position in qualifying 11 times over Kevin Magnussen.
Yeah.
But then that just falls off in sort of race pace, overall race pace. So I would put him in boring to watch.
But then again, he is driving a Haas. I agree, boring to watch. Is he above Ocon? I'm going to say no, because Ocon has a podium, but he is above Magnussen.
I put him here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's
right. Oscar Piastri, Rookie of the Year, future world champion, Latifi.
I agree. I put him in Latifi 100%.
I adore Oscar Piastri so much.
And
I just think he's amazing.
It's you don't think he's a rookie. He's so relaxed. He's so calm, and he just performs.
He got the upgrades, and he was now on a level where he's competing with Norris. And considering Norris has been in that car since 2019, I just think Oscar's got so much potential.
And now he's been confirmed to be at McLaren till 2025.
To get an extension a year early.
Exactly. And then till
That's just
2025 as
insane.
well. So in total, he'll do 3 seasons at McLaren. And if McLaren can hold on to the advantage that they found themselves in, he'll be on the podium a lot more.
100%.
So he's there. Gasly recently moved from Red Bull family AlphaTauri to Alpine. This one.
Gasly. So Gasly's had a podium this season.
He has, which I do
And
think
it was
is
nice to see him back on the podium.
more impressive than Ocon's podium for sure.
Yes. But again, DNFs. There have just been.
He's had 3 DNFs.
That's so he's better than Ocon.
Much better.
Although who's is he in air or is he
out the top of my head, I'll put him in air, below Leclerc and above Ricciardo.
Above Ricciardo, okay, because he's driven more than Ricciardo. I'll give you that.
I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, Ricciardo should probably just go to Formula 2 because he's only done 2 races and he hasn't done anything.
You leave Ricciardo out of this, okay? I'm letting you have Alonso and Latifi. You're not making Daniel Ricciardo down.
Oh, fine. Oh God, here we go.
Right. Perez, he does not deserve to be in that Red Bull seat. I'm sorry.
He's entertaining.
No! Are you joking me? Are you having a laugh? Okay, he had 2 wins. Fine. He did it on a street circuit. You all know Perez is the king of the street circuits. But since then, it's 3 times he's been out in Q1 or something like that.
No,
he had
it's
the
more
massive
than
crap.
that.
Is it more than how many times?
It's been many. It's been many.
It's many.
It's
how many?
I think about 6 or 7.
Yeah. Okay. You had that crash. Was it Monaco?
It was Monaco where he revealed our entire underfloor.
Yeah. We've had the retirement to then bring him back in to serve his penalties, and then he had 2 retirements in 1 race. That right. I'm sorry. I would argue.
Boring to watch.
I'm only putting him there because
the
next person I'm going to get absolute stick for. So yes.
Yeah, he's
right.
a Formula 2.
Right. I will absolutely not. Carlos Sainz. I might be a bit biased. Not only as I'm a Ferrari fan, but you know.
Well, go on. Since you're a Ferrari fan, what do you think? Go on.
Okay. Well, Carlos Sainz, for most of our races, has been our prime race engineer, let's be real. He has made his own calls. He obviously went in Singapore. That whole, 1-2 thing he had going on with Lando Norris, bringing back Carl Lando, that gave me life. I was in tears by the end of that race. He had a podium in Monza?
Monza. P3.
Yeah, 3rd. Yeah. Although he's been on pole a few times, performing better than... Would you say he's performing better than Charles this season?
Yeah.
100%. I think he's been entertaining to watch.
I agree.
I would put him... No, he's above Albon.
Yeah?
I think he's above Lewis. I think he's there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm too terrified to
Thank
actually
you.
argue that, so I'll just let that happen. I'll let that happen.
Thank you.
But no, I do agree because Sainz has really taken control of his season. As you said, he'd
100%.
make his own decisions. He'd be his own race engineer, and it's really impressive to see a driver do that instead of
100%.
doing the almost bare minimum. Right, Alfa Romeo. Valtteri Bottas, ex-Mercedes driver, dropped
Bottas.
for Russell.
Listen.
It's been boring.
Alfa Romeo. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Alfa Romeo in general, I'd watch a race and I'm thinking, hang on, they didn't show anything from Alfa Romeo. They're not fighting anyone.
Do you know what? It's particularly Joe, because I think people forget that Joe's a driver, because I have heard nothing on him this season.
No. The only thing I heard is when he qualified into Q3 and this year, and then I think he kept it in neutral off the start. So before turn 1, he was out of the points.
Listen,
I'd put both
it's
Alfa
an Alfa
Romeos,
Romeo.
both Alfa Romeos in the bottom of boring to watch because just nothing like
Okay.
they just haven't done
Yeah.
anything. Sadly,
I'll be right, Mr. Yuki Tsunoda. He's been making moves in that AlphaTauri.
he's been entertaining,
He's been putting them in Q3 quite a few times
and I'm
and setting some good laps.
really excited.
His race, when he gets to the race, it's a bit, sort of. It's a bit like who are we saying this is about as well? Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
Like he's strong in qualifying, and then it's a bit like he gets to the race, and it's a bit like. But I do think, and I've noticed this a lot, that obviously a lot of the drivers sort of let the Red Bulls and they fight a bit with the Mercedes and McLarens, but it's not their race because they know how, like, in comparison the cars are. And I'm not saying that's what Tsunoda does, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think he's entertaining to watch.
I think he's entertaining to watch, and I really can't wait for the last 6 races because
Oh, yeah.
AlphaTauri have put some upgrades on their car. It looks strong. They know their issues. They know how to solve their issues. Well, at least that's what they say. Whether they actually do it, who knows? But
wait, I've just thought this is completely irrelevant, but we were just talking about Alfa Romeo drivers. I am so glad that Joe's finally gonna be able to drive his home race next season.
but
Okay,
I put him bottom of entertaining.
Yeah. Right, final driver, Mr.
Right.
Liam Lawson.
I watched Liam Lawson in F2. I really liked him with high tech.
Amazing.
He has been no one expected
Honestly, and this is coming from like a diehard Daniel Ricciardo fan, I am surprised Liam Lawson didn't get the seat, and I'm even more.
In my opinion, he should have gotten the seat.
Maybe
Ricciardo shouldn't have the
seat.
seat. It should be Lawson who gets that seat.
Lawson deserved the seat.
And I would.
That felt horrible to
I'd
say. I love
honestly
you, Danny.
put
I love
him
you so much.
above Hamilton.
Yeah, Liam Lawson has just been amazing. Like some of the considering he's a rookie, he came in halfway through the season. He's in an AlphaTauri. Some of the things that he is pulling, like he's been in Q3. He's been like outperforming Tsunoda. Yeah.
And well, I imagine Qatar is going to be his last Grand Prix, unfortunately. And
yeah, I think Danny's going to be back in Austin.
Yeah, and then he goes back to Super Formula, where there's only a few races left. But his debut in F1,
I think,
as a reserve driver, not even just someone who's halfway through the year, all of a sudden been told, right, you need to get in the seat, just drive. He got one practice session.
Formula One would be stupid if he's not put in the next couple of years. He needs to have a seat.
Exactly.
Whether it's AlphaTauri, whether it's
Aston
whoever,
Martin,
Liam Lawson
kick him
needs
out.
a seat. Yeah.
Kick out Stroll.
Yeah.
Honestly. Right. That is all I've driven.
Yeah.
Right, I'll give you one opportunity. Any ones you want to contest for and not happy with?
You know what? No, I'm pretty happy with this.
You happy?
It's painful to see Charles. No. Don't you dare. Do not you dare. No.
He's had 2 races.
No.
He's had 2 races.
I don't. Okay, I know I'm being biased. I know, but I can't accept it. I was gonna say it's hard to see Charles and Danny in the air, and I think Charles has had a painful season.
At least I have the ability to not be biased with Perez. I put him here.
Put him in boring to watch then.
He isn't boring to watch.
Put him in boring to watch. No, Danny.
Oh.
No, not Formula 2. Right, he's been better than Sargent.
Fine. There. He's there. Because he has been boring.
Okay.
He has been boring. Any more? You happy with those?
It is, like I said, painful to see Charles there, but like...
But
okay.
you'll live. You'll manage. You'll manage.
Will I? As a Ferrari fan, I don't think I ever will live.
No, you won't.
I don't think I'll get to breathe as a Ferrari fan.
Until he probably breaks a leg or some other type of... Well,
don't.
He'll do some other type of injury. He'll pull a Stroll in Singapore. This is across the line tier list of the F1 drivers 2023. If any of you disagree with it, we don't care because we have our biased opinions. We will stick to them. I
feel like we should do this at the end of the season as well and see if we like just come back to it and see if we change our minds about anyone.
Unless any of you agree with me of Alonso being up here, then I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Alonso does not deserve to be up there.
Oh, he really does deserve to be up there.
If Lando's an entertaining to watch, so should Alonso.
But anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. In the next coming weeks, we hopefully should be bringing out more content for, well, multiple different tier lists and other different stuff for you guys to watch, to enjoy, to hopefully show your friends, to cry, to laugh, do whatever with. And any last remarks, Beth?
Danny Rick supremacy.
Danny, you know what? Fine. Just for that. He's there. He's there. He's there. He's there. Right. Thank you very much and see you later.
Bye.